4 kilometres for Van der Poel. A reminder that the group that you're seeing, the two groups you're seeing on the screen, are almost 2 minutes behind. They produced some world champions in this part of the world. We saw the old mural there of Brigskota before. We've been through Ronsa, where we had world championships as well. And it's the current man in the rainbow bands who's taken everybody to the cleaners in this race. Jasper Stuyven. He's there with Wout van Aert. This now is Wellens.
Oh, everyone is on their last legs. Look at Narvaez, just the way that he gets out the saddle, just the hands, the elbows a little bit wider. Van Aert giving Stuyven a little turn at the front, just trying to help him a little bit. Everyone, Wellens is super strong rider. He's like a diesel engine. We saw what he did in San Remo, but still on the front, look, just driving it. He's got Jorgensen. Jorgensen will ease it up. There's that little bit of freewheeling. This will benefit these two riders in front.
It's amazing watching this, isn't it? Because Van der Poel's out there in front. He struck the blows. But this is like watching tired, stumbling boxers in the ring after having the killer blows applied, isn't it? They're just trying to salvage what they can and stay on their feet here.
Yeah, and this is after 200k, Rob. 210k this race was today. They've got another 50 to do on top of that next Sunday. Well, this Sunday, Gent Wevelgem as well, 260k.
It's a different race with the less climbing, isn't it? But it's a funny race because it has that monument distance part of it, doesn't it?
Monument distance, and also one of the most, I think anyone that's into cycling is not bothered about the brutal power, but that finish is one of the best finishes in the world. The tactics come out to play a little bit more, the Kemmel a little bit further out. But we've got to get to that first. This man's got to cross the line.
I think he knows what he's about to do. First little look at the camera there. This is the part of the race now where they're off the main road and they go through the housing estate. We've seen attacks come through before as well. This time last year he was with both Wout van Aert and with Tadej Pogačar. It was a sunny day, wasn't it? And he just lose at the sprint. But today not leaving it to the sprint. The world champion, after pulling the peloton back twice in Milano San Remo last week, so his teammate Jasper Philipsen could win. He's going to do it himself here. And let's be honest, he did it all the way up the Paterberg, then the Kwaremont, and on that road afterwards, accelerating into the Tegenberg, where he really put Wout van Aert to the sword.
What do you think his celebration will be, Rob? I think the one arm up, yes, and then a punch in the air with the other arm. And it'll be his right arm that he does it with, and his left arm will just be slightly behind him.
That's very
specific. On his bum cheek a bit, yeah. That's what I've gone for.
I didn't know they were taking bets on that.
Hey, listen, we can do if you want.
I'm all right, I'm all right. 1.5 Ks to go. We'll find out soon enough. These are the chasers, and Wout van Aert has done well. They've got 16 seconds here. Narvaez and Wellens here. This Melissa bike. Okay, they played it with the numbers. They haven't ridden a bad race today. They've just been beaten by the stronger man.
I'd say in terms of Visma Lisa bike there, I think for...
Does that count?
Yeah, that doesn't count. I think for Visma Lisa bike, they're not going to be... I think they'll be happy where they're at, but I think they'll be fairly... I'm not annoyed. I think the riders might be annoyed at themselves with the sort of lack of positioning, let's say. I think when we looked at Omloop, the way that they were all at the front, the way that they were all gathered there, we didn't really see that today. We didn't see that team cohesion almost with them right at the front. So I think that'll be something that they want to pick up for when it comes round to Sunday next week, definitely.
Since the start of the year, most of the big names have turned up and have started victorious. We've seen Remco Evenepoel do it, Jonas Vingegaard as well, Tadej Pogačar putting on exhibitions. The latest to turn up and be full of impact in the opening days. With 500 metres now left to ride in Harelbeke is the world champion Mathieu Van der Poel. It's a nasty rainy day in the Flemish Ardennes, but there is delight as a rainbow shines at the end of the E3 Saxo Classic. Mathieu van der Poel's father, Adrie, came third, came second here. Van der Poel himself has been third. Last year was second, but he's back. He's done it. And finally, Mathieu van der Poel, after another classy performance, has done the business. We salute you. Van der Poel across the line. He ticks off another, and one of the biggest classics in the world has now been added to a perfect palmarès. Van der Poel winning at the end of E3 Saddlebaker, and he's done it in some style. Chase for those coming on. And now Van Aert rides. He's there with Stuyven. The prize is a second place. They look back and they have chasers on them. And Van Aert, remember, who crashed, as now Jorgensen has attacked for fourth place. This is interesting. Narvaez left behind. Wellens there.
Wellens doesn't look to be too full gas, and it looks like the Narvaez might be able to bring him back there by the looks of things. Yeah, Wellens not even with an out-the-saddle reaction.
So here come Van Aert and Stuyven into the final few hundred metres. Van Aert bringing to the finish, and surely now Stuyven off the wheel to sprint home. Let's see. We know that Van Aert is quick, but he's not even going to contest this one. It's Jasper Stuyven with a good ride. Little Trek played their part today, attacking without cessation. They've taken second place. Second goes to Stuyven. Third to Wout van Aert, who again is on the podium despite that crash, despite just coming down from altitude. We are in for a tremendous couple of weeks coming up in the Cobble Classics.
Wellens, Jorgensen and Narvaez.
Fourth, fifth and sixth. And a race ridden at 44.5 kilometers per hour over the hills and bergs, with the cobbles and in the wind and rain at the E3 Saddlebaker. Podium at the end of the day. Mathieu van der Poel wins. Jasper Stuyven finishes second. It's a third place to Wout van Aert. And Adam, a demonstration from the world champion.
Yeah, if there ever was one, that was definitely one there. I think, you know, take Van Aert's crash out of it, whatever we think about that, he's still put on one heck of a demonstration there. Van Aert almost caught him down to 11 seconds, then up to, eased up near on enough 2 minutes at the finish.
Here's a sprint for what looks to be seventh place. It looks as though it's Pollitt who's at the front. Pollitt hitting the front, and Pollitt staying at the front to win it. That screens on the right-hand side, I think just taking 8th place. And Alex Kirsch ending up in the top 10. Pearson in 11th. The rest of the riders, including Lascano, across the line. And Binyam Girmay, who'd lost a little bit of ground and really blew in those final few kilometres. He looked good until then. Not a good finish, though, from the man from Intermarché. Oh, this is Mathieu van der Poel signing in, signing out, and winning in style. The world champion, the victor at the E3 Saddlebaker.